play now to try and score some points. I do know this from experience. There will be a few comments muttered his way by the offense as they head out on the field.
Pretty good looking run there on first down. That'll go for 9 yards, just short of the line to gain.
And that run there does nothing but juice up the guys who are moving the football. I mean, if you're an offensive lineman, people running it, actually the guy calling plays, you're almost jumping up and down in jubilation, aren't you?
And now you've got options on second down.
And big-time options. You might want to think about play action and try and get something cheap right here over the top.
They go play action now. Ryan. He'll fire deep downfield for Lamb. And that nearly an interception here on this opening drive, but he gets a reprieve. It's third down. Just play number 3 here on the opening drive, and it's an early 3rd and 1. They'll try and run for it with Connor. Down the numbers. There he goes. He's at the 50. The 30. 10. Touchdown, Detroit. James Conner, 88 yards. And the Lions have taken the early lead on the road here at Lambeau. And personally, what a start for him to get in the end zone from that distance here on the first drive.
And it has the defense tearing up their defensive goals for the game, doesn't it? Because nowadays, when we talk to all the coaches, they don't talk about limiting yards per carry and those things. They just talk about limiting explosive plays, whether it's through the air or on the ground. And anything an explosive play on the ground, usually, 10, 12-yard runs? This one was way more than that. They've got to go back to the drawing board and try and shut it down.
Extra point right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. No return here for Calais, and this will be a touchback. Murray now on first down. That'll be swung out wide here for Henderson. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30. To throw is Murray. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Shotgun now for Murray. That ball caught by the former Toledo Rocket, Deontay Johnson. And he's going to have a Packers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. For this defense, CD, and going up against Kyler Murray here, what's the secret to keeping him in check?
Having better athletes than him, which is really unrealistic. So I go way back in football. They used to have a coverage called the umbrella coverage with 4 defenders back deep. Now you want to try and move that umbrella up front with Kyler Murray. Kind of surround him and keep him hemmed into the pocket. Because if he breaks out, he's going to hurt your defense in a big way with his legs. Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. First rep of the game for Josh Jacobs. And for a second straight play, the Lion defense drops him behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12. Play fake. Murray. Flushed out right. Looking for Johnson, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jesse Bates. And the Lions are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line. What a start defensively. Your offense goes out, gets the touchdown, and then you get the interception. Just perfect.
How about the discipline that they showed on defense? Because after the offense scored to go up 7-zip, you would think they might be a little extra aggressive trying to get back at them. Instead, they read their keys well. When they took the shot downfield, they were more than prepared for that one.
The Ryan's throw pulled in by Lamb. And he's got this down to the 35. Zero hesitation that time. That was get ball, throw ball.
Yeah, it turned into a smoke route. If you see the coverage off the receiver, doesn't matter whether you call it a run or not. Just take the ball, get it out to him.
On 1st and 10 is Counter. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 115 yards rushing for him now as he has gotten the night off to a hot start.
And it is still early, just the first quarter. But you start prorating the numbers, and we might be in for some history. I mean, that last run puts him over 100 yards already, and we've still got 3 quarters to go.
Right back to Connor here on 1st. And he'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 14-yard line.
They went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Yeah, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Smith. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. Extra point attempt to come here. And it's good, and they have jumped out here to a quick 14-0 first quarter lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
In any event, it happened pretty quickly. I'm not sure he made the right decision on that one. I think if he had it to do over again, he would have found a different target downfield. but he made his decision, and that one's incomplete.
And they run the option on second down. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12. Now this defense for the Lions, terrific last week in the season-opening victory.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and trying to attack them this week, because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, what do you do now when you go into a game? Do you decide you can't throw the ball? Do you try and run it more? Or do you tell your quarterback, make sure you see your guys open before you deliver?
Out of the gun, here's Murray. He's going to look deep down the field. And unable to connect, incomplete. Now give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
Looks like a second empty possession to start the game, and certainly not the way you want to start when you come in off of a loss last week. Every team talks about starting fast. They're hoping on their next possession, it can be a delayed fast start and get them going.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. That's returnable now for Smith. A nice punt, but a good run back as well, 13 yards. And the Lions will take over. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They've got things going their way early. 14-0 lead and the football. 1st and 10. From the shotgun, Ryan. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And that is incomplete.
I think that's how this defense is going to need to play these tight ends. Again, get right up on them and stay physical. And that paid off on that play, helping force that incompletion.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, it's Ryan. Airing it out deep for Smith. Launches deep. A jump ball, and this is caught. A big play there for Detroit.
I would say just add that one to the total of big plays he's already made here in the first month of the year. You've got to think the front office and the coaching staff have got to be excited about what they've seen so far and really excited about what they expect to see down the road.
So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Here's a handoff to Connor. And a good run as he manages 7 yards down to the 17. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going, and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards. I also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice, steady gain.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. They go play action with Ryan. And that is caught. Touchdown, Detroit. Matt Ryan, his 2nd touchdown pass of this opening quarter. And the Lions are able to extend their lead. So this offensive unit, they were solid in the opening week victory, and now they are looking just as sharp here in week 2.
And that's exactly what you want, too, because you want to get better each and every week and really ramp up as the season goes on. I know it's still early in the season and a lot can happen, but this offense, they look like they're going to be fun to watch each and every time out.
Extra point splits the uprights, and it's now 21-0. So how about this for a start? 21-0 here in the first as they kick this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. Now, early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game. But I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice, but at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. On the handoff, this is Jacobs. Powers through him, and they're able to get this one across the 35.
Well, partners, my old man used to say, make sure you strap up tight if you're going to try to stop one of those big horses out there. As you just saw there, this guy does not go down easily.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Throwing now is Murray. He's got his target. It's the tight end Knox. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35.
And I don't think there's any question that this offense is going to need to hit on a few more plays like this. It's been a difficult first half for them, to say the least. And I do believe if they want to get back in this game, they need to start right now. It's kind of like making adjustments. If you try and wait until the half, it's probably too late. They need to get going right here.
The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4. Counter play with Jacobs. Call it a gain of 4 there, so it sets up a big play here. 3rd and a yard.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. Here's the option going left on 2nd down. He'll have a 1st down inside the 10 and all the way down to the 5. I tell you, there is no antidote for speed, even at the quarterback position, as he keeps it himself and turns it into good yardage.
And it still takes time for a defender to react, even as quarterbacks can.
And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Darrell Henderson, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Packers get a score closer. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead will be cut down to 14. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Pulls it in at the 13. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And the ledger for them so far looks pretty good, doesn't it?
It certainly does. Touchdown.
Ryan hit, and he lost the football.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately, had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing, playing against a good quarterback like he is, to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. and you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
And this is incomplete. Very lucky to get that one back. That nearly picked. It's second down now. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. To throw is Ryan. Left side to Lamb. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing, but as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
On first down, it's Connor, and he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now, we'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action. Play action. It's Ryan. And the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down. Robert Spillane gets him for a loss of 5. He is so tough to handle on the blitz, and that's Exhibit A. Looks like the Packers have added an extra DB on 3rd down. Ryan. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. DeForest Buckner with a sack, the former number 7 overall pick. So, Charles, no turnovers yet for this offense, but those sacks now, they're starting to pile up.
And one thing usually leads to another because they've got to figure out how the offensive line and everyone else involved in protection can keep their quarterback upright and allow him a chance to throw the ball downfield.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And they've got just over 50 seconds to go till halftime, so they can try to put something together if they want. He sets to fire deep. He's got a man complete. Touchdown, Packers. Deontay Johnson, an 80-yard touchdown. And the Packers get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point right down the middle. And that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. From the 10. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And they've got a little under 40 seconds to go if they want to try to put something together here. On first down, Ryan. And he's going to be brought down here in the backfield. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. Another try after the first down sack. Ryan.
Early on, the running game's been working well, and the offensive line has been pleased by that. The thought process there, catch those safeties creeping up, trying to help against the running game. They tried to hit them over the top, unsuccessfully.
Third down, Ryan. That is caught by Lamb. 30, the 20. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. Touchdown! That's caught. Matt Ryan now 3 first-half touchdown passes. And the Lions will extend their lead here just before halftime. Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead now up to 14. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line as they go to work with 12 seconds on the clock. He's going to float this over the middle deep. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
Well, partner, they're not content to run this one out as we head towards the half, trying to hit a big chunk play right there and add to their score.
Yeah, this is a confident group. At the very least, they're thinking field goal.
Yeah, and I don't blame them one bit. I don't think you sit on the ball going into the half when you have a chance to put some more points on the board.
And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half.
30 was the mic. You got nothing today. You got nothing. 30 was the mic. Man, I got you. Man, I got you. Hey, be ready. Be ready. 30 was the mic. Hey, pick your game up.
A final shot before half from Murray. Here's Johnson with a reception. And they work this well upfield across the 45. So we have reached halftime with the visiting Lions taking the lead to the break. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, the Packers set to get the football first, and they are trailing on the scoreboard as we resume action, ready for the third quarter. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And they're still very much in this game, although they do trail. What's the game plan, Charles, for the second half?
It might be a little counterintuitive because most people will think losing equals passing the ball more, but I'd establish the running game. They kind of went away from it in the first half. I think if they get back in balance, it'll help them when they put the ball back in the air.
And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
On second down, Jacobs. And able to work about 5 yards out of this as he's taken down up near the 47.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
Try to run for it with Jacobs. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. Just a 2-yard pickup, and that should necessitate a call for the punt team here on 4th down. They're going to go with a tight end here on the running play. And he's got the first down yardage before being taken down at midfield. I love those plays. 4th and 1. That's who wants it more, this time the offense.
Yeah, there's a lot of hooting and hollering in there, right? A lot of contact and a lot of collisions as they try and find some space. Who's going to drop their hips, gain leverage, and move the other side backwards? We saw it there for the offense getting it done.
And now Murray's going to set up to throw. He's got a man wide open. It's Landry. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked by Antoine Winfield Jr. And the Lions will take over here just shy of the 30. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the third quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in. Coming out to start this third quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And their defense just helped them out by getting the football back on the opening drive here the second half. And now can the offense follow through with points on their first possession?
And that's a big one for them because after the work the defense has done, they've got a chance here to open up this lead.
DeForest Buckner, all-pro defensive tackle there on the stop. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. They'll stay on the ground with Connor again. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. 144 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night. Off the play fake. Here's Ryan. Open man is Trey Burton. And he is out of bounds inside the 35.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
2nd and 6. No, scratch that. 2nd and 7. Here's Sanders. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. And still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to 3rd down. Play action. Ryan. He's going to go up top for the end zone. Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
And his kick here is good. So after 4 touchdowns in the game for this offense, this time they're forced into taking the 3.
But you did mention 4 touchdowns, right? So 4 out of 5, not too bad. I think that's a pretty good record for them.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. From the 10. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate, and of course they'd like to forget the ending, the interception, but they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Play action. Now it's Murray. And he's got this one to Henderson. It's caught. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. Lambeau Field, one of the best home field advantages in the NFL, no doubt. And they're a happy bunch here as the Packers lead 3rd quarter. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by James Bradbury. And the Lions are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the 3rd quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
Boy, 192 yards rushing for him now as he closes in on a 200-yard night. So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35. Here's Connor. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Sanders here as they run out of the gun. And he'll get this one down to about the 27.
Well, that's all about doing the dirty work right there defensively. 2nd and short yardage, that's all about plugging those gaps, not giving a running back a crease to run through. And has a nice job to hold him just a couple and force a 3rd down.
3rd and 2, now Ryan. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Romeo Okwara gets to him well behind the line of scrimmage. That is a loss of 17 yards. Here comes the Lions punter now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. Yeah, this is away, and I don't think Landry will get a chance to return here. This one will sail out of bounds. It'll depend on the spot here. And the side judge says that went out at the 7-yard line. The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game, but this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football, because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance. If they want to be aggressive, try and maybe get a safety out of this whole thing, it puts them in that position.
Defensively, you look at the numbers. Another incomplete pass that we just saw, and they're under 200 yards passing for the game, so they've done their job on that side of the ball.
Yeah, recently I was actually working a game where a quarterback had a streak of 5 straight games without a 200-yard game, and that was a big talk both in his town and amongst his team. How do we get the passing game going? So big credit to them holding them under 200 today.
He's going to let this one go deep. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. And a terrific return there. They're finally able to corral him down near the 11-yard line. And they'll take possession already in the red zone and in a great spot to add points to the scoreboard.
And, Brandon, how many times have we seen a defense with a lot of field behind them get even more aggressive, right? They feel like they've got them not pinned down, but in a favorable spot for them, and they took advantage of it there. Got a nice interception and set up their offense in great shape.
Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. Again, it's counter. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. Calling no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go. From the gun, a give to counter. He didn't get the touchdown, but he did get the first down as he's tackled at the 1.
Brandon, when a defense just simply can't get off the field on 3rd down, and we all know how important that down is for both sides of the ball, you often feel like you're just a step behind whatever they're doing offensively.
And one of the differences in this game, no doubt, 3rd down. And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. Miles Sanders, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Lions are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this 4th quarter lead. The call is to go for 1 and kick the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. No return here for Calais, and this will be a touchback. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Now, they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, that's almost a tendency breaker.
Murray now on 1st down. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down.
Well, I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion. Sometimes when you're trying not to give up bigger plays, you don't react as fast as you should on other throws.
Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. On play action, it's Murray. He's going to loft it deep right sideline. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up third down. Boy, and now they can't even get a play off. And that'll set them back 5. After the delay, they're backed up even further for 3rd and long.
Come on.
Throwing again, Murray. He's going to take another shot here. And now here's another interception. Picked up by the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. And the Lions are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 24-yard line. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable 4th quarter lead. They'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get him behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. 2nd down and 4. Another run here with Sanders. And he's got room. He's at the 40. 20. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. Looking like they're well on their way to a 2-0 start. All smiles right now on that sideline, isn't it?
As well there should be. It's hard to win a game in the NFL. We hear it all the time. We know that it's difficult. But guess who's smiling? But inside is thinking 24-hour rule because we're going to have to play again next week.
Boss man.
Oh, without a doubt. The head coach, he wants them to feel good, but at the same time, find a way to keep improving.
A try here for the extra point. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. And the interception last time on the opponent's side of the field. Certainly not what they wanted.
Put it mildly, that is so frustrating because that signifies there's a drive going on. You're in a good spot, great place to run some of your best offense. Instead, they turn the ball over.
Yeah, turned the ball over last time. See if they can avoid doing it here. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. They're looking at second down now as they search for a consolation score. And he'll work his way across the 30 to the 32.
67 yards on the ground for him so far.
Once again, it's Jacobs. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first.
3rd and 2, right? So this is a situation where low man has got to win at the line of scrimmage, but it's not just the low man winning. It's the low man who's winning with some force, and they had that to pick up the first down.
Barely picking it up, but they did. He's going to let it fly. And my goodness, another interception. It's the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu.
And the Lions are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line.
Offense ready to kick off their next drive. And checking the timeouts, they do have 2 defensively, but no real need to use them as they're not going to be able to stop the clock after that. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
Historically, this is such a tough, loud venue, but you can hear a pin drop right now. A lot of fans long gone, not used to seeing a lopsided score like this.
On second down, Connor looking for space. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. A loss on that play, and now 3rd down gets tougher. 3rd and 6. On 3rd down, they turn to Sanders. And he'll take this for a short gain on what will prove to be the final play of this ball game.